Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? How are you? It's your girl, none other than Pastor Brenda G. Jones, Pastor BJ Connections. We are live for our live podcast. I want you all to do me a favor. I want you all to go ahead, like and share. Come on in. Go ahead, like and share. Come on in tonight. We have some awesome guests that are with us on tonight. If they would like to share to their page, they can go ahead and do so. Share on tonight because I think this is going to be a great night. Food for you to just eat and have a great time, because that's what we do with Pastor BJ Connections. We are here. We have not been up here for a moment, and I so missed you all. I so missed you all, and so I am happy to be up here with you all on tonight. It's this is Pastor BJ Connections, and we are live on our YouTube page, Pastor BJ Connections, as well as Facebook Live. And so we thank God for you, and you. We are here on tonight. Yes, we are here on tonight. I have some phenomenal women that are going to be with me. I want you all to go ahead and share. Invite somebody on tonight. Invite somebody to be with us on tonight. Go ahead and share to your page. Want some other people to come on and chime on in for tonight, be a part of what we are talking about on tonight. I'm excited because I think this is a very important topic. I think this is a very needed and necessary topic. So while I'm talking, go ahead and like and share. Yes. And our guest tonight, if you would like to like and share, if you would like to share to your page, you can do so as well. We are live. And so thank God for you all. I have some special guests with us on tonight for our live podcast. Come on in, y'all. Come on. Where y'all at tonight? Where y'all at tonight? All right. Where y'all at? All right. So come on tonight. All right. So we have Miss Lita P. Ward. She is with us tonight. I'm so excited. Even though I might not say a lot, let me say this. Even though I might not say a lot to certain people that I have as friends and maybe have known or met sometime down through the years or whatever, I'm watching certain people. I'm always watching them. I'm always watching what they're doing. I'm also gleaning from what they're doing as well. And so Miss Lita P. Ward, she is with us on tonight. Nirrasha Williams is with us, going to be with us on tonight. Diona Clark is going to be with us on tonight. We have two North Carolina natives. And then we have one Ohio native that's going to be with us on tonight. And I'm excited about what these women are doing. They are goal setters. They are barrier breakers. And I know that each and every one of them love the Lord. They love the Lord. So I am excited about that. I just want to talk to you all. Go ahead and share. Good evening, everyone. Hey, Kendria, God bless you. Hey, go ahead and share. Be a part of what the conversation is going to be on tonight. Tonight, you're going to have an opportunity to not only meet our guests, but you're going to have an opportunity to also support these Black women, support these African American women. Find out, get their information, glean from them, connect with them, and all that wonderful good stuff, because that's what we do here on our live podcast. Pastor BJ Connections hits the word connections. We like to connect people, amen, to goods and services and resources. So we like to connect people to people and things and places and all that wonderful good stuff. Go ahead, invite somebody on tonight, chime in, say hello on tonight. So I want to go over some things. How y'all doing on tonight? How was y'all day? I have had a long day. I want to go over something tonight. And I purposely wanted to deal with the topics of what we're talking about on tonight. Black women in business. Black women in business. I wanted to talk about this purposefully on tonight because believe it or not, statistics are showing that Black women or African American women unknowingly. So hold on, y'all. We getting some. I'm getting some information. Let's see. Unknowingly, Black women are actually the fastest growing um, people that are actually becoming entrepreneurs. They are really taking over the marketplace. They are really taking over. Excuse me, y'all. I'm so sorry, but I got one of my guests this evening. I'm trying to. They're texting me, so I'm sorry, y'all. Um, so all right. So, as a female entrepreneur myself, I'm sorry, one of my guests was texting me. They're having some issues. All right. As a female entrepreneur myself, as someone that believe that even as a believer, you need to have footprints in the marketplace. All right. This is very crucial and very key because we got to know, not only have a desire to do business, but we got to know how to do business. All right. We not only need to have a desire to do business and to know how to do business, but we need to be able to maneuver in the marketplace. Right? That's what we have to learn how to do. And so it's not all the knowledge is not in one head. Everybody don't have all the answers, and everybody's journey in their business is very much so different. And so, but one thing I can say that there has to be a level of consistency. There has to be a level of consistency. And in that level of consistency, that's where you're going to begin to see the fruits of your labor. All right. So look at this. Ford magazine last year, the latter part of last year, Ford magazine in 2020, they wrote an article and they said Black women have created new businesses at a rapid pace, far outpacing other racial and ethnic groups. So Black women are vastly growing in entrepreneurship. Listen, if you are an African American woman and you want to launch a business, then guess what? This is the time to do so. This is the time to make that thing happen. This is the time for you to step out, launch out, and believe that it's going to happen, right? Most women, most African American women, this is what Ford magazine says. Ford magazine says that most African American women who have become entrepreneurs, have started a business, they have high level, they struggled actually through the high levels of educational attainment, coupled with overcoming barriers to corporate advancements, which have prompted Black women to pursue entrepreneurship, where they have become a potent economic force. Look at that. They said they have become a potent economic force. In other words, they have great power and great influence. African American women are doing this thing. Listen, this is phenomenal. They said Black women represents 42% of new women-owned businesses. Wow. African American women are also starting more businesses than white men. Wow. This is phenomenal, right? This is phenomenal. They have the highest growth rate at this point in time. All right. However, Ford magazine says that there are some hurdles that Black women are still facing. Some of the hurdles are that it takes them longer to obtain capital for their business. Money. Y'all know what that is. Money, right? It takes them longer. It's harder for them to obtain money for their business. Hey, Lady Locklear, how are you tonight? How's everybody doing? It takes them longer to gain capital for their money. Right? It says the lack of access to capital also dictates in part what type of business industry they actually go into. So they'll probably go into a business industry that is easier for them to start up with less capital than to go into a larger business venture, which requires greater capital. However, a business is a business, right? A business is a business. And so as African American women, we want to put this plug in here. I want to promote these phenomenal young ladies that's on this platform tonight, and I want to salute them, and I want to celebrate what they are doing. I think we lost the guest tonight, but I'm not sure yet. She hasn't gotten back with me. All right, but nevertheless, we're going to keep going on. All right. So listen, we have these phenomenal women. We have Lita P. Ward. We have Nirrasha Williams. She ran into a snag this evening. Diona Clark. We have these powerful women here that's going to talk to you about their business. I'm going to ask them a few questions, and then we're going to meet their product. We're going to be introduced to their product and or their services. So go ahead and share this live. Go ahead and share. All right. Go ahead and share. We want to be a part of this. I want you all to glean from this. I want you to see some powerful African American women doing their thing in 2021. And they just didn't start this stuff. Like I said before, even though I might not be in contact with these women all the time, but I'm constantly watching what they're doing. I'm constantly watching their grind. And I try to support everybody that I can, but that's a lot of money sometimes, right? All right. But, I try to support everybody that I can. So if I have not gotten your services or your business, then maybe I'm going to promote you. I'm helping you out. I'm trying to push your business. All right. So listen, we want you all to meet these phenomenal, phenomenal women. The first lady that's going to be on deck, she's going to tell you about her business. She's going to tell you about her services. I want you to meet her. I want y'all to throw some hearts and some thumbs up for this young lady. All right. None other than Lita P. Ward. She's going to come forth right now. We're going to add her. And hey, how you doing on today?
How you doing, Pastor BJ?
We are good. How you been? It's been a long time. We met a long time ago. But I'm glad to have you on my platform. I'm glad that you are here. Listen, y'all. This woman is doing some phenomenal things, all right? And I want y'all to know who she is. I want y'all to meet her. I want y'all to even support her business, right? Because what did we say? One of the major hurdles that African-American women or Black women are finding is capital to continue to push their business. And COVID-19 has not helped. It did not help, right? It actually hurt a lot of small businesses. But I want you to meet her. And so I want you to introduce yourself to the people. I already told your name, but introduce yourself anyway to the people and let them know what your products are. And then we're going to go back into your services and your products.
Okay. My name is Lita P. Ward. It's okay. And I am the owner of LPW Editing and Consulting Services, LLC. And I also partner with my son in the business called Supreme Fire, LLC. So, so I partner with him in that business. I helped him launch the Supreme Fire business 2 years ago. But my main baby is the editing and consulting services for self-publishing.
So for self-publishing, in which, listen, because I know her and I met her a long time ago, and I knew and at that point in time, you were just starting, or you were just launched your editing, publishing, self-publishing business, right? And
that's correct.
I got some books that are coming up on my own, right? And I'm helping some other people publish some books. So I'm about to throw some business your way, take some stuff off of my plate. That's what I'm about to do. Yes, all right. I'm about to throw some business your way. Listen, you're gonna be my editor. I got an editor. Don't worry about it, right? Yes, that's what I'm about to do because I got some books that's coming up, and then I have, amen, some people that I'm helping to publish their books as
Mhm.
well. So listen, I want y'all to see this. This lady is doing phenomenal things. She is doing phenomenal things. So I want y'all to. We're going to talk to her just a little bit about what she is doing and what this all entails, what her business actually entails. All right. So how, first of all, how did you get started?
Oh my! In I'm gonna say 2013, I started editing for an online magazine
Okay.
for Carla Cannon, and I've always been a avid reader, love to read, and writing. Not really writing, but I had like this forte for business writing.
Okay.
I've been in the business arena for a very long time, and most of my positions entail a lot of writing,
Okay.
working in HR, and then also being a director for a university. So I was always writing. So that position fell in my lap, and I just started doing it. And people started asking me, could you look at this? Could you edit that? And I'm saying, hey, I have a business right here in my hand.
Right.
God asked, what do you have in your hand? So
Right.
I'm like, okay. So that's when I started. I actually started doing it, and I actually officially launched my business in 2018.
Awesome. Awesome. So when you launched your business and now that you're flowing, what would you say or have been your biggest challenge or your biggest hurdle in starting your business?
Mm, I want to say time management
Ooh.
initially. And that was because I was working a full-time job
Hmm.
for the university.
Okay.
But when COVID hit, our positions were terminated.
Oh,
So
wow.
I went into my business full time. So I kind of like was at the edge of the cliff and I got pushed over. So it's
Wow.
either hit the rocks or spread those wings, baby.
All
So,
right.
so thank God that I was, doing the business, but now I actually have the time. And I tell people all the time, when you go into your business full time, you spend more hours in your business than you did on your 9 to 5
Absolutely.
because you're always trying to think of ways to broaden your business or
Right.
ways to make your business better
That's
because
right.
you're no longer working for someone else, you're working for yourself.
That's right. So you spend more time marketing, you spend more time enhancing, you spend more time connecting, you spend more time developing, you spend more time brainstorming. You do all of that, and now that becomes the forefront of what you actually do. That becomes
Exactly.
everything you do. You spend longer hours, you later hours, earlier mornings.
Hmm.
But you got to be willing to make those sacrifices, and you got to be willing to say either it's going to be all or it's going to be nothing when you do that.
Exactly, because everything is on you.
Right.
I don't have a staff of 5 people or
Right.
a staff of, 4 people that I can, delegate and say, do this or do that. It's actually, all on yourself. And you do have to be willing to make those sacrifices.
So look at that. We got somebody, and this was one of the people that I was referring to. They wanted me to help them, and so listen. He needs his book and stuff edited. Bishop Locklear, yes. Lady Locklear, tell Bishop Locklear we got him set. We got him. All right. Yes. Yes. So
Excellent.
we already got a customer. Look at that, right? We
To
work here.
God be the glory.
This is what this is about, connecting people to the services, resources that they need, right?
Mhm.
And that they didn't even know that they needed. All right, so let's tell me about what is or tell us about what is fierce I'm sorry, fierce
Oh,
supreme
oh,
supreme
Supreme Fire.
Supreme.
And like I said, this is a business that my son Darrell Shepherd launched just a few years ago. But what it is, he offers waist trainers
Oh,
for men and for women,
oh,
and he does have some other training pieces that he offer, and he has all of those things on his website. So he's into the health, to the health and fitness arena.
Ooh,
Those products.
ladies and men, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, here you have someone. She could connect you up with a personal health guru, fitness person that help you out right there in North Carolina. Is he in North
Right here,
Carolina?
Greenville, North Carolina.
Greenville, North Carolina. That's not that far from Raleigh. That's not that far from y'all. Go ahead, hit her up, let her know, say, connect me with your son so he can help me drop these COVID pounds. Some of us got some COVID pounds.
Yes.
Me one.
or help retrain that midsection again.
Yes, help retrain that midsection. Me one. Yes, I wish I was still in North Carolina. I'll be hitting them up like, hey, all right. So yes, okay. I also want to ask you, what would you do different as a African American or Black female in business? Is there anything that you would do different?
Yes.
Okay.
I would not devalue what I have to offer.
Oh,
I would not.
That's good.
I would not play small.
That's good.
Oftentimes we feel that what we want to charge is too much.
Come on.
But we have to understand that we are devaluing what we have to offer.
Yes. Yes.
And I learned that, I did, when I first started, I did go and look at the market as far as pricing.
Right.
But I also still had to be wise as to who I was serving.
That's right.
So there has to be a balance of not devaluing yourself and then not overcharging or overpricing the audience or clientele that you're serving.
That's good. That's good.
That's where prayer comes in.
Absolutely. Wisdom and prayer. That's what that comes in. I had to really, I was talking to a good friend of mine not too long ago, and I told them, like, sometimes we have to put boundaries on our gifts and our talents so that other people will respect what we have and what we offer. Sometimes you have to put those boundaries on your gifts and your talents, and other people will respect what you have to offer, because I do that. I give a lot of services away. I help out a lot of people, and then they'll turn around, and I'm thinking, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be transparent tonight. I was really upset last week about something that was done, that I helped somebody out, and then they went and they promoted everybody and said everybody else's name. And then when they got to me for what I did, they never said my name. They just said, they just literally just said, I'm gonna say a general overview, because if not, I'm not trying to blast nobody on live, but they just gave a general overview, but they never said my name, never said my business name. And I was like, really? Wow. And that was kind of hurtful. And that's when the Lord spoke to me. Sometimes you have to put boundaries on your gifts and your talents so that other people will respect you have and what you do. And so a friend of mine told me, sometimes you just got to put invoices out there and be unapologetic for it. Exactly. Invoices out there and like, listen, this is what it is. Either you're going to take it or you're not. And so that's a good lesson. That's a very good lesson, not to devalue yourself when you're offering people a service, because guess what? Everybody else is going to value what they have and what they do, and you're supposed to do the same. So I want to ask you, how can people get in contact with you? How can they reach out to you and actually say, hey, I need your services. I want your services. How can they do that? And I'm going to try to type really quick to put it in the chat right here.
Okay. I do have an email address, and it is lpwediting, editing, at gmail.com. That's lpwediting at gmail.com.
Okay.
That's my email address.
All right. So y'all can reach out to her. And I put it right there in the chat section for everybody. Reach out to her, let her know. I want to put her her flyer back up again. Listen, reach out to her. Even if you need a fitness guru, a waist trainer, someone to help you get trained, retrain that midsection, like many of us do. All right, go
And
ahead.
both of the businesses do have Facebook pages
Oh, they
where they
both.
can
Oh, okay.
easily, yes, where they can easily complete a form on either one of them, or do a DM, and it'll come directly to us.
Awesome. So y'all hear that? This is an easy way to get in contact with her. Go ahead and like these pages. Go ahead. I'm already liked your editing page. I'm already with that. That's how I watch you. All right. And so we're going to definitely like Supreme Fire page as well. I want you all to do that. Go ahead, take down this business information that we have up here, and I want you to support her. If you have a book, you're desiring to write a book, and you don't know how to get started. Listen, she can help you out. She can, put your words on paper, and she'll help you out with all that grammar and structure and sentence structure and all that wonderful good stuff, and help it to flow. All right. And so that's what we want to do. Do you actually publish, or you just edit?
No, what I do book coaching, I do editing, formatting, and self-publishing assistance. So I
Okay.
pretty much show them how to publish their book, and the main platform I use is Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing.
Yes. All right.
Mhm.
Absolutely. We're going to get together. I'm going to get
I'll
some
be
stuff
waiting.
from me. Yes. Thank you for joining us. Y'all
Thank
do not
you.
forget, look her up, push her, like and subscribe to everything she got going on, and send some business her way. Some of y'all sitting on some books and y'all trying to figure it out. Send some business her way. All right. Thank you so very much. We
Thank
appreciate you.
you.
Love you. Thank you for being a part.
Thank you so much.
All right. All right, y'all. This is great. I hope you all are getting a whole wealth of information. I hope we are. Yes, yes, Lady Locklear. I have another guest that we're about to bring on. Woo, I'm so excited. These are phenomenal women. Phenomenal, phenomenal women. These are, and I want y'all to go ahead and prepare yourself. Write down this information. Put this information right there at the forefront of whatever you need to do, so that you won't forget it, you won't miss it. All right. I'm not sure if Nirrasha Williams is going to be on. She was having some issues and some problems, so we might um, lose her on tonight, but that's okay. We're gonna keep going forward. It's all right. It's all right. But we have another young lady that I have known for several years now, and I'm excited. Listen, this woman is phenomenal, right? I'm not saying all these women are not. This particular woman, her testimony alone is phenomenal, right? Where she has come from, how God has blessed her, how God has kept her. She has been in front of Congress. She has she has spoken to vast number of women. She has and we have twin careers, because we're both in CPS, Child Protective Services, child welfare. So we understand the grind of child welfare. All right. She's amazing preacher, anointed woman of God. Listen, y'all thought I had a lot going on. This lady has a lot going on. She has a lot going on. So I'm going to bring her forth. I want you all to prepare and to meet none other than Diana. Is it Diona or Diana Clark?
Diona.
Diona Clark. I always
Yes.
want to call you Diana. I don't know why. Maybe you should have been named Diana. But this is Diona Clark. She is here. Listen, I want y'all to meet her. I want you all to say hello, throw your hearts and your thumbs up. We want you to meet this phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal woman. Listen, she has a lot going on. She has a lot, but she does. But listen, God graces her to do all that she does, and she does it well. She does it well. How are you doing, Miss Lady?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I am doing well. Thank you for being a part. We're happy and excited that you are here. I want you to introduce yourself to everybody.
Thank you, first of all, for having me. I appreciate it. I want to say, if you hear someone mowing lawn, it just so happened to be my neighbor. His grass has been like 3 feet high, and he just decided today to cut the grass. So I'm
It's
like,
all right.
excuse me. Right. But thank you so much. I think that this is a great panel and platform that you put together for
Oh,
us
thank
women.
you.
I mean, it's much needed. It's much needed. The recognition and just the hard work that African American women put in and day out, the sweat, the blood, the tears,
Yes.
the laugh, the cries, and everything else to make their business pop. So I want to tip my hat off to you
Oh,
for doing
thank
that.
you. Thank
Yeah.
you. I appreciate that. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. So tell them who you are and tell them what you do. I already kind of did it, but I want them to hear from you. What do you have going on?
So, like you said, when you talk about the part of me being in front of Congress, I am a domestic and gun violence survivor. I was shot twice at point blank range by my boyfriend when I decided to leave him. And I'm just making a short story, a
Okay.
long story short, but he was abusive. He was every type of abusive, even financially abusive, besides physical, up until I left and he decided to shoot me. Um, I had to do some recovering from it, just experiencing that trauma and being in a dark place, going through therapy, and I still sit down with my therapist to this day just to make sure that I'm doing my mental check-ins,
Yeah.
of that and everything that's come with it. Um, I have been fortunate because he wasn't charged after he shot me, he then shot himself in the head. And the Columbus Police Department thought that he was going to pass away. He didn't, and they basically threw my case to the side. And so with that, I ended up running into a House representative for Ohio, and she connected me with another House representative. And from there, my case, which was closed, it took 2 years for him to actually be sentenced to prison. And
Wow.
when he did get sentenced, he didn't serve enough. Well, he hasn't served enough time. He was sentenced to 3 years
Wow.
for kidnapping and not assault because of the Columbus Police Department not doing what they were supposed to do, and things just kind of like being pushed to the side. But I say all that to say that I'm a survivor. I'm a
Yes. Yes.
survivor. And my story is I'm a survivor of domestic and gun violence, but I'm pretty sure there's other women or men that are looking at this live, and you may be a survivor of divorce. You may be a survivor of of having jacked up finances, or
Right.
a survivor of childhood abuse or whatnot. But we all have survived something, and through me being a survivor, I did write my first book, which is called Survival is Victory.
Yes.
And it's a tool. I really don't like to call my books a book. I like to call them tools simply because, even though I share parts about my story and my experience, I feel that there's nuggets in here for all of those, again, that have survived something, for you to be able to take these nuggets and apply it to your everyday life. And what I do like about this book too is that at the end of each chapter, there's like a reflectory where there's questions that are asked, and you kind of reflect on what the chapter that you read and how it kind of ties into where you are in your life and things like that. I also wrote another book.
Top lady, top shelf lady. I got that one. I got that one.
So Top Shelf Lady. And the crazy thing about this book was that I wrote this book before I wrote Survivor is Victory, because
Wow.
I was writing about a woman that I wanted to become. I wasn't even healed yet from my trauma, but I
Wow.
was writing about a lady that I wanted to become. And so when I did meet my PR person, he said, you can't put that book out yet. You got to tell the people where you come from and tell them your story. And so this whole Top Shelf Lady book, it goes from talking about, as a woman being selfish when it comes to sex, about being on your game when it comes to your finances, being
Yes.
self-sufficient,
Yes.
not dependent on the government, even though sometimes we may need the government. She needed the government, but she knew how to work that thing and get on off of it when she needed to.
That's right.
About being attentive to your children, even to how we're picking the mates that we're choosing as women. You know, I know people talks about he that findeth a wife that finds a good thing, but I also believe too, as women, we have to make sure that we position ourselves in the right way to be found.
That's right. That's right.
And so we talk about that in the book. I mean, to me, this book is just like, it takes off the veil, it takes off, you know, the mask, and it reveals everything. It's that book where when you want to be real with you and you want to take off everything and be naked and be vulnerable, Top Shelf Lady is that book.
That's right. That's right. Yes, I got that book. Yes. I enjoyed it. Yes. So tell us about your because you have several things that are going on. You have your nonprofit, right?
Yes.
Your nonprofit, and then you have some other things attached to your nonprofit, and then you have a collaboration and a partnership with your sister, right?
Yes. Yes, I do.
So let's listen. I'm telling you, I got her book. I got the sea malls. I'm now trying to get the lip gloss. Listen, tell them about, you know, your you talked about your books, but tell them about your nonprofit, Live Out Loud.
Yes, so Live Out Loud actually evolved from my experience with domestic violence. And actually, what's weird is I love to dance, and my mother knew that. So she found a Zumba class for me. And from Zumba, I loved it so much that I became an instructor. And so I would always talk to these women that were in my class about just, you know, being empowered. And so I was like, man, I should do something with this. And so I was like, well, I'll start a nonprofit organization and just try to see where I can speak to women about what I experienced. And so from there, it grew its own wheels. And what we do is we focus on education, empowerment, and prevention when it comes to gun and domestic violence. So this organization has put me in places where I've been on the Tom Jordan Morning Show. I've been at Essence Festival. I've been in Essence magazine. I've been on the Doctors TV show. I've been able to be on certain big media platforms because this organization, which I'm so grateful for. But what I do, and so through that's where I do most of my speaking, through the organization, with schools, churches, women groups, just anywhere that will open the door for me to be able to come in and talk about the awareness of domestic and gun violence.
Yes.
And the spin-off of that is what I did was I created a lip gloss line. And the difference between this lip gloss line is that I had survivors in mind. So when I came out with these colors, I wanted it to be I wanted instead of just wearing the lipstick, I wanted you to feel a certain vibe. And so the whole motto is, it's more than a color, it's a vibe.
Come on now. I love it. She's doing her thing, y'all. She's doing her thing.
The first color, this one is Top Shelf Lady. It's pink. It's a hot pink color. And so when you put this on, you're feeling like that exactly. You got the pink supposed to go with it. So you're feeling like that Top Shelf Lady, like, you know, you're on top. You're on top. We're not looking at the flaws. We're looking at the mindset. You're definitely on top. This one is Around the Way Girl. Now with this one, Around the Way Girl, it's not the LL Cool J Around the Way Girl. It's our version of Around the Way Girl, where, you know, this type of woman, she can, you know, take care of her business, take care of her children. She can, you know, mix with being social and being with her friends and things like that.
I love it. As African-American entrepreneurs, you need to be able to maneuver and multitask, juggling so much and still be who you are.
That's networking, right?
Yes, there it is. Yeah,
exactly. Then we have the purple color for survivor, domestic violence. The color for domestic violence is purple. So this one is called I'm a Survivor. This one is the powder room. This one is kind of like, you know, a powder room. When I thought about the powder room, I thought about, you know, the bathroom, looking in the mirror and reflecting on, you know, your life and just, you know, things that you have gone through and have accomplished and things like that. And then this one is called Girl on Fire. So with this red one, this one is, it just pops. And Girl on Fire is, she's taking care of her business. She's not letting anything get her way. She has tunnel vision and she's going for what she wants.
All right now. All right. Y'all get this lip gloss. Is it lipstick or lip gloss?
It's lipstick. It is. It's
Lipstick. Get
lipstick.
this lipstick. Get this
Yes.
lipstick. Hit her up.
And the last one is called Harmony, and this one came out during COVID. So a lot of us women were very stressful, and just some of us may have gotten COVID, just tying in, just being real stressful and tense during that time. And so I brought out Harmony to kind of like bring in a balance and just be that mood side.
Yes, 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 yes. You are doing phenomenal things. What would you say with you launching your nonprofit? Because I also want to get into the partnership and the collaboration that you're doing with your sister, right?
Yes.
I want them, excuse me, I want the, oh, wrong one. Here we go. I want them to know, like, you are an entrepreneur, you are a domestic violence survivor, advocate, you are an author, but you have also extended yourself to help out your sister, and y'all partner together with sea moss, right? You make flavored sea moss. Your nonprofit is Live Out Loud. Listen, I want y'all to take down this information. I want y'all to take down this information of hers, because I want y'all to hit them up, get these products, make sure that you all connect with her as well. And so that way, this is a service. She got resources. She has products that you all can benefit from. And this is what I want you all to do. So tell us about your CMOS, your partnership with your sister.
Yes. So weird thing is, I started taking my sister. She was taking it. I've been taking it, and so I started talking about how my back was causing me some pain because of doing Zumba. And so she said, "Well, if CMOS is supposed to have the information, why don't you take this?" And so I did, and I noticed that maybe like a month into taking it, my pain wasn't as excruciating. Now, I didn't take away the pain fully, but it wasn't like I needed to take ibuprofen every day, which that's what I was doing to help with the pain. And so when COVID came around, me and my sister, we were just like, you know what? What about this CMOS? It's for the immune system. Like, we might have something here.
Right.
And I said, I'm in. She said she was in. And I mean, we turned in 6 months, we turned this business. We made 5 figures in 6 months. Put it like that.
Come on now. See, there you go. Timing. Yep. Business is everything. Timing of business. Listen, when God puts something in your spirit and God is like, listen, you need to do this, you need to move, you need to push this thing, that's what you need to do. A lot of times we miss the timing of God because we're like, oh, should I do it now? Oh, it don't seem like it's the perfect time. It's never going to be the perfect time. But if long as it's a God's time, then it'll be the perfect time. I promise you that. Yeah.
But Pastor, the weird crazy thing is too, my sister, she asked somebody else first. She didn't think. She was just like, I asked such and such, and they said no. She was like, what do you think about it? I was like, well, it is COVID, I said, I'm in. What can we do? We're already at 0, so we can only be where we are or gain more. And we are ecstatic. Like, it's crazy. And the reviews that we're getting. So like some of our customers, they have issues with going to the restroom. And so we're getting a lot of reports that, they're regular, like they're regularly using the restroom. We have a woman, for any women out there, for menstrual, one woman said her pain, her menstrual cramps were very, 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 they were horrible. She said, but since she's been taking it, it's not that bad anymore. Like, it's calmed down pain. And so it's good. And another thing about it too is it's topical. So you can put it on your face and use it as a mask if you wanted to. Yes. That's usually with the plain sea moss or the mango sea moss. You can put that on your face for skin. And sea moss has a component that's similar to, it has some collagen in it. And that's why it's good for your skin. And some women, they take it and they put it on their whole body in the shower.
Oh, something happened. Can't hear you. Okay, there you go. So last thing we heard is that some women put it on their body in the shower.
Yes, they do. They sure do.
Now listen, y'all. I trust her product because I bought her product. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, listen, she did forewarn me when I was purchasing, which I got to get some more of it. I really do. She did forewarn me. She's like, listen, it's not the best taste. And it was kind of hard to swallow. And I actually had to put mine in some hot tea and kind of dissolve it a little bit, because that stuff is hard to swallow. Well, to me it was anyway. Somebody else it might not be. And I also used it on my skin as well, and it tightened. It made my skin glow. My skin was really, I don't have real bad skin anyway, but it really cleared up a lot of some other stuff that was going on. And so let me tell you, the sea moss, now that I got to try the flavor part of the sea moss. That's what I got, because I had the plain. And
the mango is good.
I'm gonna try the mango then. We're gonna get the mango. I want y'all to hit her up. I want y'all to go to, let me put it back up here. This is her flyer, the Sea Moss Sensation LLC. Do y'all have a Facebook page? Y'all, right?
Yes, we do. Sea Moss Sensations. We have a Facebook and an Instagram page.
Okay, and so let me put it in the comment section too. And I wanted you to also put Live Out Loud in the comment section. I want y'all to go to her website, because that's where she have her books. You can get her books there. You can get her lipstick there. You can hit her up if you want her to come to an event to speak to the women, to the young ladies. You can do that as well, right?
Yes.
So this is Live Out Loud. And then the Sea Moss is and Sea Moss Sensation at gmail.com.
Yes.
And y'all can hit her up, and y'all can hit her and her sister up. They also have Facebook page. Live Out Loud is a phenomenal nonprofit. Y'all can donate to this nonprofit. All right, you can send your donations on her website. You're able to actually give a donation to help continue to fund what she's doing and how she's doing. Listen, this is what we're here to do. We don't jealous over one another. We're not in competition with nobody, right? We're not in competition, but we're here to promote and to push what people are doing. And so she's doing a phenomenal work in Ohio. She's doing a phenomenal work in there. And I want y'all to go ahead, and if you're not friends with her, she got a lot of friends. So if y'all not friends already, I don't know if y'all can still be her friend, but she got a lot of friends already. So hit her up if y'all can still be her friend. Hit her up. Let her know. Listen, we got you. We're gonna support you. We're gonna back you. We're gonna get your book. Can they get your books off of Amazon?
Yes, sure can. Yep.
Okay. What advice would you give African American female that's trying to start a business or a nonprofit?
Definitely do your research. See who your competition is. Make sure you know who your audience is. Don't wait. Don't wait till you think you have it all together. I would say, especially if it's a need that meets the service of the people, jump on it and do it. Because again, to me, that's kind of like lining up in your purpose. Do what you love, because if you don't love it, you're not going to continue it out. You're not going to serve in passion or compassion if you don't love it. So do what you love to do, and almost kind of like, I can do it even if I wasn't getting paid. Having that attitude, because you'll definitely have good service that way. Absolutely.
So what would you say your biggest challenge has been in your businesses and in your nonprofit? What would you say your biggest challenges have been?
I would say my biggest challenge in my nonprofit is, for the most part, it's just me. So for me, being able to delegate that work to somebody else and not just on me. As far as the profit or the Sea Moss business, the biggest challenge is not having enough of people to put to help. Baby.
Listen, product supply and demand. So that's a good challenge, though.
Yep.
Very good challenge to have, the supply and demand aspect of it. So I am so proud of you. I am so excited about what you're doing and what God is doing in your life and your ministry as well, because all of this is not only just a business and a nonprofit, but this is also ministry for you as well. Mm-hmm. And so I want you all, again, go ahead, support her, hit her up, let her know, like, listen, we got your back. African American women are doing phenomenal works. We are the fastest growing people in the entrepreneurship arena. So I want you all to go and, amen, Diona Clark, let her know, listen, we got you. We got you. All right. She's in Ohio, but she'll come. She'll travel. She'll jump on the plane. I know she will.
I want to give a shout out. That's right. I will jump on the plane and come see you if you need me. I will. I want to give a shout out to my sister. She's a very good business partner. I couldn't ask for a better business partner. Things run so smoothly with her, so I appreciate her.
What's her name? Tell her name. Say her name.
Tequila Cowser. Tequila Tquila Cowser.
Cowser. All right. So we want her to know that we're supporting her also as an entrepreneur, female, Black entrepreneur, female. Listen, hit them up. Get that CMOS. It does help. It does help with inflammation. It will help, keep you going. Like, listen, and it helps also with weight. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Absolutely. It turns the appetite.
It does. It does. So I want y'all to go ahead. I want y'all to hit them up. Some of y'all women, y'all at that age where y'all getting, those symptoms.
Yeah.
Those menopause symptoms. Stop them, right? It helps with that. It helps.
Absolutely.
Okay, so thank you for being a part. We appreciate you. I'm so excited for you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep being phenomenal. Keep being great. And guess what? We're gonna connect sometime in the future. I know we.
Yes.
Thank you for being a part. Come on, y'all, leave some hearts and some thumbs up for Diona Clark. Have a great evening.
You too.
All right. Thank y'all. I hope y'all all have enjoyed these women. I know we were supposed to have 3 women up here. However, Nirrasha Williams, she had some difficulties tonight. An emergency came up. But she has a company called Ambition Life. All right. Ambition Life. And she sells, she does print. She prints hats, bags, sweatshirts, leggings, all of that. She prints it, she sells it. She has her products are now in the university. I forget which college, but it's in North Carolina, in one of the universities' bookstore in North Carolina, one of North Carolina bookstore, and she is doing her thing. She had an emergency with that. She's a clothing brand, but she also prints. And even if you have something for her to print, she will print that as well. But we want to honor her and celebrate her as well for doing a phenomenal work. I remember when she started Ambition Life, and it has taken off. She has been, what was it that she was a part of? She got asked to be a part of the thing that's in Raleigh, the women's big women's conference before COVID hit. I forget the name of it. Oh man, wow. It comes to Raleigh every year. Women's empowerment. Women's empowerment. She was one of the big vendors there at Women's Empowerment. So God is doing a lot of great things. Again, I might not talk to them every day, but I'm steady watching people. I'm steady help, praying for them and pushing them in behind the scenes that they're going to do great and phenomenal things. So I hope you all have enjoyed, amen, our guest on tonight. I am your host, Pastor BJ Connections, Pastor Brenda G. Jones, and that's what we're doing. A little bit of this and a little bit of that, but always more.